Hi parents, it's Miss Delana here, and I wanted to give some troubleshooting tips that may help your kids. Something that I give as a speech to all of my clients. Across the board, it is consistent. When students start off learning piano, it's a high. It's so exciting. We're learning new things. It's so much fun. I get to play this song and this song. And about a month or two in, it kind of starts to divot a little bit. That is the most important time. Yes, kids need encouragement as they start a new activity, but after a while, when that activity starts to get a little bit harder and more challenging, that's typically when kids are like, I don't know if I can do this. This is too frustrating. And there's just a little bit of heated, almost animosity towards it because they know it's challenging. They're learning something new, and with that comes growing pains. If you can really establish the habit here of practicing 20 minutes to 30 minutes a day, when you get down here, it's going to be a lot easier to work with that and to really encourage that and to really, get in there with them, help them practice, help them learn, play, make it a family activity if you need to. But use that time, that divot, to really lock in. And once you get through that, it starts to soar and kids start to get really excited. I'm a really big believer of practice turns into confidence, and that confidence turns into passion. That's the method of growth that I see with music and with students across the board. So remember, it's gonna happen. They might think they might wanna quit. Once you get them through that, it soars. It soars. And it's really, really cool to watch that development. You'll see. If you are struggling against a learning disability or a sensory overload or maybe dyslexia, those kind of things, there are tons of resources to help with that. I encourage reaching out to me if you can, or just finding some little extra ways to reach them at home. Utilize the tools that you already use and just adapt them to music. A lot of the times what I do with my students is I take pom-poms. They're colored pom-poms that I put on the keys to represent the different note names. And it's a great learning tool, especially with students that struggle with dyslexia, using those colors and matching them to color coordinated sheet music. Those are really great tools, especially especially early on. So think about ways you can adapt and work with them on it. If your kid is getting bored of the music, if they're finding that they're progressing really fast and it's almost like you can't keep up with them, get them more music. There are some great resources. I use piano adventures in my classes, and on the back of the books, it shows you many different options for you to look into. There are Disney music, there's hymnals, there's favorites that have things like Hedwig's theme from Harry Potter, or there's a Christmas book, and it's broken down to each level. I always recommend, if you are halfway through the book or less, then to level down, because you want something that is going to be fun for them if they're getting bored and wanting to learn their own music, or wanting to learn music that they know better and they're more familiar with, or wanting to just have something fun on the side. The other option is leveling to the same one if they are wanting a challenge. So you gotta know your kid and what they are kind of looking for and talk it over with them. See, or get both. That's another great option. That way you can find their progression as they go. But there are lots of great resources on the back. There are links on my webpage to purchase them. And of course, you could always go for some of the other method books out there. My personal favorite is Piano Adventures. Find a way to incorporate music into your family. One of my favorite things that we do as a family, and I have a 4-year-old right now, a 2-year-old, and a 4-month-old. I look forward to this all the time. We will play music on our TV and we'll go to YouTube and type in like the Piano Guys. And my daughters love the Piano Guys, and I do too, of course. And we play these songs that they know the words to because they do have Disney music in there and they love Disney. But having that kind of dance time at night where we listen and watch piano music, I mean, my 2 and 4-year-olds know what cellos and what violins and what pianos look like. And we've just incorporated that as a family time. And it may be only 10 or 15 minutes. And it's not every night, but a lot of them during the week. And that's just such a special way to connect them with our family and with music. If you really want your kids to flourish in music, finding another avenue for connection is something that can really go far. So I encourage you, look for something that fits your family. Playing together and learning a song with your student, with your kid, can be a very, very enriching experience for them. And they'll remember it. They'll remember the dance parties, and they'll remember you learning heart and soul with them. Those are the kind of things that stick with them and create those beautiful core memories, not only with music, but as a family. It really should be my #1 thing because it really affects these kids, and that's what you want to see. You want to see music grow into their hearts. And so I really encourage, find a way to incorporate music into your family. Thanks for watching. I hope that you got some great tips and troubleshooting. If you ever have any more questions, please send me an email and I will upload some more answers.